The topic for today's video is addressing modes. Now, as studied earlier, there is an operation field in the instruction format. Operation field in the instruction format. Basically, what does this operation field do is that it specifies the operation to be performed. And now, because the operation is to be performed on certain data, that is the operands, these operands need to be selected carefully, which depends upon the addressing mode. So basically, what are the addressing modes? These are the rules specified for interpreting the address field of the instruction before the actual operand is referenced. We can get operands in many different ways that depend upon the addressing mode that we are selecting. Now, there are basically 10 addressing modes that we are going to study now. Firstly, it is the implied mode. First addressing mode is the implied mode. In this particular mode, the operands are specified implicitly. What does this mean is, for example, if we write complement accumulator, if this is the example of an instruction, so in this instruction the accumulator is containing the operand, so it is specified here itself in the instruction, therefore it is the implied mode. Second is the immediate mode. If you remember, in the instruction format, there is an address field. The instruction format was something like opcode here and the address field here. But in immediate mode, instead of this address field, an operand field is present where the operand is specified itself here. We need not refer to any address for the operand according to this mode. According to this mode, the operand is specified in the instruction itself. Next is the register mode. In this particular mode, the operands are stored in the registers. There are certain registers present in the CPU. So we will refer to a particular register, and that register will hold the value of an operand. That is the register mode, which is also known as register direct mode. Direct in the sense because the register is containing the operand directly. Next is the register indirect mode, where the register will contain an address, and that particular address will refer to the operand. So try to understand the difference between the direct and indirect mode. The register in the direct mode will contain the operand itself, whereas in the indirect mode, that register is going to contain an address which can also be referred as effective address. I hope you remember what is effective address. Effective address is that address which contains the operand. So here the register will contain the address, and that address will refer to the operand. Hence it is known as register indirect mode. Fifth is auto increment or auto decrement mode. Okay, according to the auto increment mode, the value of the register is incremented by 1, but after the execution of the instruction. Let me repeat again. Auto increment mode says that the value of register will be incremented by 1, but after the execution of instruction, whereas in auto decrement mode, the value of register is decremented by 1 before the execution of the instruction. Next is the direct address mode. In this, the instruction, as you all know, the instruction format contains the address part like this. So this particular address will refer to the operand itself. Therefore, this is an instruction format. If this is an instruction format containing the address part, this address will directly refer to the operand. So this will act as the effective address here, and this is direct address mode. Seventh is indirect address mode. Now according to this mode, if this is the instruction format, this address part will point to another address instead of the operand, and this particular address will refer to the operand. So basically the motive is the address present in the instruction format is not the effective address, but will point to another address which can be an address or an effective address referring to the operand. Next is the relative addressing mode. In this, the value of program counter is added to the address field value of instruction, which will give you the effective address, and this effective address will point towards the operand. I hope everyone knows what is PC. PC is the program counter which point towards the address of the next instruction to be executed. So here this is added to the address field value of the instruction, and that particular value after addition will give you the effective address. Next is the indexed addressing mode. In this case, instead of PC, the value of index register will be added to the address field and giving you the effective address. Last is the base address mode. Here the value of base register is added to the address field, giving you the effective address, and as you know, effective address will point towards the operand. So these were the different addressing modes that we had to study. Now we are going to take an example and will calculate the effective address and the operands using different modes in the next video. Thank you.